International Formula 2, the Europa Oil sidecars, the Volley Yamaha 600 Series, the Metzler Tyres Production Series, and lots more. Racing starts noon each day, so be there and experience the thrill of international motorcycle road races. Whanganui and Gracefield, Lower Hutt, coming soon.
This got to put 1100 in as well. You need the low-end power, you need the mid-range power out here.
Well, as it turned out, Rodger nipped up 2 pistons during the race at Whanganui, so I guess that's where most of his horsepower went.
Rodger Freeth, the current national points leader. Avant pulling in there beside him. Dave Hiscock. Dave Hiscock, I'm sure, is a man that most of them will be watching, but this is only a 15-lap race, and as Dave Hiscock said at the start, he cannot afford to employ his normal tactics of sitting back for a while and picking them off one by one, which we saw him do here last year brilliantly successfully. This year, he says he's got to go out from the start. That means we can expect to see a huge rush in the first corner, much as in the old days of Marlborough Series.
Yeah, and I reckon Robbie Phillis is going to be there first.
This is where the hard charges come to the fore. Look to Robbie Phillis, look to Paul Feeny, Avant, Dave Hiscock, they're away. Lead one on the Formula One. Reasonably quiet start. Rodger Freeth leading into the first corner. Phillis behind him, Avant behind. Dave Hiscock's there. Robbie Phillis right beside Rodger Freeth. Phillis with the wheel up. Phillis takes the lead. Freeth behind him. Avant in 3rd place. Kevin Magee in 4th place. Hiscock's up there. Robert Holden on Bob Toomey's bike. Phillis leads.
Phillis is no newcomer to road racing on these types of circuits. In Australia, he holds the outright lap record at a circuit in Canberra, which is equally as bumpy, tight, twisty, and the road surface is pretty well similar.
So Phillis, Freeth, Avant, Hiscock, and then Magee. Kevin Magee's bike is an interesting machine. The Ducati 750 that's been highly modified. Very fast on a street circuit like this, lots of torque. But Robbie Phillis still leading on the Katana Superbike. Rodger Freeth in 2nd, Avant 3rd. Hiscock, then Magee. Then Clem Williams, Norris Farrow. Paul Feeney's back there. Oh, it's getting a little bit twitchy, but it's still running.
Robbie Phillis, just before this this race, went back after practice and changed his gearing totally.
We just have lap times through for the Formula 2 races, and the quickest lap for Jeff McNaughton was 55.8, which is getting down pretty quick for F2 bikes. That's TZ 250. We expect the Formula 1s to be quicker. Robbie Phillis still leading. Avant looking for a way up into 2nd place. Phillis, Freeth, Avant, Hiscock, Magee. Hiscock up to 3rd. Norris Farrow and Clem Williams back behind there. There's Hiscock challenging Phillis. Rodger Freeth getting a bit untidy.
Well, Rodgers normally rides a little bit untidy by the looks of it, but really he's well within control. Difficult to fit a 6'4" person onto a bike that's only about 3 feet tall anyway.
Freeth back to 3rd now. Hiscock 2nd. Phillis leads. Avant 4th. Then Magee behind him.
I've got the stopwatch on Rob Phillis now, and we'll see what sort of times he's doing.
The place on the circuit that Dave Hiscock says he doesn't like is where he's just passed Robbie Phillis over the railway lines. We have a 53.6 lap there for Dave Hiscock. No, Robbie Phillis. Hiscock out of the lead. Phillis 2nd, Freeth 3rd, Avant 4th. Magee 5th.
This is just what Rob Phillis needs, to have somebody like Dave Hiscock lead him for a few laps and just show him that they're just that quicker way around that Rob will need to know.
Well, there's no better place to be at Whanganui than following the lines of Dave Hiscock, the acknowledged master in the last couple of years of this circuit. Crosses a little railway line. Hiscock looking superb. Phillis, Freeth, Avant. Stuart Avant challenging Rodger Freeth. Meanwhile, out in front, Dave Hiscock is pulling away with the lead.
His bike certainly looks to be holding the track really well.
And there's Hiscock. Robbie Phillis. Freeth is in front of Phillis. So Freeth back up to second, Phillis third. Robbie Phillis won't like that. He'll challenge back, but while they're racing, Dave Hiscock is pulling away with the lead. Freeth back. Phillis, then Avant.
We've just got a lap time.
Hiscock, there's Freeth, there's Phillis, there's Avant.
I've just got a lap time on Dave Hiscock at 52.87, so he's really in top gear now.
52.87 on the last lap for Dave Hiscock. What a superb rider, looking back now to second. Rodger Freeth. Hiscock, Freeth, Phillis. There's Rodger Freeth, Phillis and Avant. Dave Hiscock's looking so smooth.
He looks very smooth and very tidy indeed.
Freeth, Avant past Phillis. So still Avant up to third place now. He'll be looking to get past Freeth. Hiscock pulling away that lead. There's Avant past Freeth. Freeth third, Phillis fourth. Now Stuart Avant has got the job ahead of him to try and catch Hiscock.
Well, at least he's got a clear track, and there's a possibility that he'll be able to pick it up, but it's all the other riders that are going fairly slow in front of him. But usually it certainly is a bit of a decision when you come upon somebody like this who's going sort of 10 to 20 mile an hour slower. You really don't know which direction he's going to go.
So Dave Hiscock out with that lead fairly comfortably at the moment, but Stuart Avant in second place, closing the gap. Rodger Freeth in third place. Robbie Phillis fourth. Try and have a look back and see who's in fifth place. Freeth seems content at this stage to sit behind Avant. Stuart Avant got a little bit bumpy there on the last lap. That's quite a job ahead of Stuart Avant to close up that gap now to Dave Hiscock.
Well, Dave will know exactly where he is and how he stands time-wise from the competitor behind him. There's no problem about that. He'll be God given signs, so he's got the race under control.
Stuart Avant is definitely closing on it.
He's also got lap riders in front of him, which does make life extremely difficult, as we'll see here.
Phillis still in fourth place, looking back for fifth now. Now it's Norris Farrow. Norris Farrow, I think, is up to fifth place.
And we've only got 6 laps to run, so there's a possibility he could get stuck in there too.
Oh, there's Hiscock now, Avant right behind him. He's closing the gap, but has he got enough time left to do it? Rodger Freeth dropping back slightly in third. Avant definitely closing on Dave Hiscock, but getting it past him might be a different story. 5 laps left to do it in of this 15th lap, first round of the Formula One International Series. There's Hiscock, there's Avant right behind him. Hiscock with a slow rider in front of him. There's Rodger Freeth dropping back, but still in third place. Robbie Phillis, fourth place. Avant right on Hiscock's tail now. Freeth.
I would say, Stuart, if he's going to pass Dave Hiscock anywhere, it's going to be under brakes going into a corner and try and start off the inside and force Dave to go a little wide.
Still lap riders to get around. But Hiscock and Avant together. There's Avant past Hiscock. Stu Avant takes the lead. 3.5 laps to go in the 15-lap first round of the Formula One Series, and Stu Avant on the RGB Suzuki Grand Prix bike takes over from Dave Hiscock, the pre-race favourite. Let's see now if Hiscock can get back at him. Rodger Freeth still in third place, and Robbie Phillis in fourth. Stu Avant, the expatriate New Zealander, showing the way around the Whanganui Cemetery Circuit. 6 years since he rode here. He certainly hasn't forgotten the circuit. Well, Dave Hiscock's going to be looking for a way around.
I think Dave's got his work cut out now. I think the cards are on the table.
Certainly the most calculated race I've ever seen Stu Avant ride. He's obviously learning from being a pro.
I think he's getting old and getting wiser.
Certainly getting wiser. So Stu Avant came here as a bit of a dark horse. Nobody was really too sure whether the production-based superbikes were going to win or a Grand Prix bike, but an RG Suzuki has always been very fast around here. If you go back to the days of Marlborough Series, Pat Hennam was almost unbeatable on an RG around here. So Stu Avant with a couple of laps left. Dave Hiscock on his tail. Rodger Freeth still third. Robbie Phillis still fourth. Rodger Freeth closing on Dave Hiscock. So Rodger Freeth is taking advantage of some of the slower riders in the field. There's Freeth.
Certainly makes hard work trying to pass the slower riders around here. They just always seem to be exactly where you want to be.
Stu Avant's starting to do this fairly comfortably now. Hiscock, Freeth, waiting now for fifth place, fourth place. There it is, Robbie Phillis. Charged out hard from the start did Robbie Phillis, but he's fallen back a little ways. Avant looking over his shoulder to see where Hiscock is. Freeth still challenging Hiscock. Back Rodger Freeth closing up, having a go at Hiscock now down the straight, and Freeth is in front of Hiscock. On the final lap, Rodger Freeth up to second place. Hiscock drops back to third. Robbie Phillis still fourth. Stu Avant in the lead.
Stu Avant's only just turned now a time of 50.52 seconds.
Well, that's an unofficial lap time, 50.52, but that is very fast around Whanganui. Stu Avant. Rodger Freeth second, Hiscock third, Robbie Phillis fourth. Avant around the outside of his lower rider now. Freeth is going to try and challenge Stu Avant. Freeth did well to get past Hiscock. So we've seen the lead change a few times. Avant, Freeth still challenging. If it
should not be challenging. That's the end of the race, Tony.
The right time to challenge after the checkered flag. So Stu Avant, the winner of the first leg of Formula One.